So I'm doing an alternator on a 2010 Chevy Traverse. Alright, I'm starting this video halfway through this project. I watched another video, he kind of explained it, but I'm going to go over this the way I'm doing it. And the first thing you want to do is come back here to the back seat. Pull this up, there's a cover, there's your battery. I just undid the negative side. Then you're going to unbolt your overflow, which just sits right down here, 10 millimeters. Undo the main power that goes to the back of the alternator. And there's also this little sensor clip that clips in. The alternator fits down inside there. You have two bolts. They're on studs. To get that out, that AC line right there, I can get my hand out of the way, that AC line is in the way, so you have to pull these studs out, and they are a 7 millimeter. Yeah, so I just used my little 7 millimeter. Mine broke free really easily, thank God. I figured they'd be seized up in there. You also got to jack up the passenger side, take the wheel off, take the inner fender out so you can get up in there, get the tensioner loose, get your belt off, and you have your roller in there. This is actually what supports the bottom of the alternator. Now it's a 15 millimeter on the back, but when you loosen this up, it will not come out. It's got to come out with the alternator. So once you get it loose and you know it's not attached anymore, then just kind of leave it sitting in the bottom of the alternator. In case you drop it, you have a spacer. You have a little plastic nut there that kind of helps hold the spacer. You got a cap. And then on the outside, you got your nut and another cap. Or not nut, bolt. Sorry. It's cold and it's very, very windy today. So, forgive me for that one. So the one thing that I think I might have missed in the other video that I watched is you got to pull those studs. If you don't pull the studs, you cannot get that alternator out far enough because the big AC line there is in your way. So once you get it all out, well, then obviously you just put it back in reverse. And all I have is my cell phone, and I will do what I can to video this. Oh, I also, trying to get it out, I also ended up pulling the dipstick out because it was catching on the top of it. Make sure you don't get any dirt down there. Alright. I only got one hand on this right now, so bear with me. Alright, so I put it in bottom first, and now I've gotten it sitting like that, and it's just keep moving stuff out of the way and inching it over. No, I have not put that serpentine idler pulley on yet. I figured once I get it down and get it a little closer, then I'll throw it in. Alright, so now you can see I just got it sitting down there. I got plenty of room to get that serpentine belt idler in. These studs, they're steel and they're going to go, it looks like this is aluminum, so I'm definitely going to put some anti-seize on the ends that go inside that block. In some of the other videos I watched them just take this nut off to kill power. The problem is this one here coming from the battery is still going to be hot, and if it hits anything metal back here, you're still going to ground the battery out. So it's better just to undo the negative, so that way you just kill the whole entire system and you don't have to worry about it at all. Okay, so I found that if I put that bottom bolt in first, the one with the idler pulley for the serpentine, get that in first, And then that'll help hold the alternator. I got that first stud in and got a decent amount of threads on it. It's not tight yet, but and then I put the nut back on. That'll help hold the alternator, so I can put in the stud that needs to go in here. I'll tighten this stud all the way, put a nut on it, and then I will back this nut off and then finish tightening this stud up and then retighten that nut. But I fought that for a little bit, so I found out that was going to be the easiest way to do it, so I wanted to share it with everybody. Okay, I got the 2 top studs in. I got both of those nuts tightened up. See that one there? The other one's being hidden behind the hose. So now I'm going to go down and finish tightening that idler pulley down there. And then you just put everything back on. Plug the little electrical connector back into the alternator, put the main charging wire back on, tighten that nut up, put the overflow back in, tighten it up. The serpentine belt, I will add a diagram right now. So that'll show you how to put that serpentine back on. And then once all that stuff's all back on, put that inner fender back on, put your tire back on. You will want to you will want to torque those, and the torque spec for that is right here. And thank you for watching, and in a little bit, a couple days maybe, I will be doing a rear pad change.